Relax your chest externally and internally. Relax your... We will start this exercise with the 3-to-1 method. Find a comfortable position, close your eyes, take a deep breath, and while exhaling, mentally repeat and visualize the number 3 times. To help you learn to relax physically at level 3, I'm going to direct your attention to different parts of your body. Relax your skull. Relax your forehead. Relax your eyes. Relax your face. Relax your throat. Relax your shoulders. Relax your chest externally and internally. Relax your abdominal area externally and internally. Relax your thighs. Relax your knees. Relax your calves. Relax your feet. You are now at a deeper, healthier level of mind, deeper than before. This is your physical relaxation level 3. Whenever you mentally repeat and visualize the number 3, your body will relax as completely as you are now, and more so every time you practice. To enter mental relaxation level 2, take a deep breath and while exhaling, mentally repeat and visualize the number 2 3 times, and you are at level 2, a deeper level than 3. Level 2 is for mental relaxation, where noises will not distract you. Instead, noises will help you to relax mentally more and more. To improve mental relaxation at level 2, practice visualizing tranquil and passive scenes. Take another deep breath, and while exhaling, mentally repeat and visualize number 1 3 times. You are now at level 1, a deeper, healthier level of mind where you can function from your center. To help you enter a deeper, healthier level of mind, I'm going to count from 10 to 1. On each descending number, you will feel yourself going deeper and you will enter a deeper, healthier level of mind. 10. 9. Feel going deeper. 8. 7. 6. Deeper and deeper. 5. 4. 3. Deeper and deeper. 2. 1. You're now at a deeper, healthier level of mind, deeper than before. It is a wonderful feeling to be deeply relaxed, a very healthy state of being. Effective sensory projection statements for success. I'm now learning to attune my intelligence by developing my sensing faculties and to project them to any point or place on this planet so as to be aware of any actions taking place if this is necessary and beneficial for humanity. I'm now learning to attune my intelligence by developing my sensing faculties and to project them to any point or place on any planet within the solar system, any solar system within the galaxy, and any galaxy within the universe, so as to be aware of any actions taking place if this is necessary, beneficial for humanity. I'm now learning to attune my intelligence by developing my sensing faculties and to project them to the different matter kingdoms. The inanimate matter kingdom, any of its levels and depths. The animate matter kingdom, with reproductive intelligence, plant life, and animal life, any of its levels and depths. And the animate matter kingdom with reproductive intelligence and an awareness of existence. The human body and mind kingdom, any of its levels and depths. I am now learning to detect abnormalities whenever such abnormalities exist within any kingdom, any level, and any depth, if this is necessary and beneficial for humanity. I'm now learning to apply corrective measures and to bring back to normalcy any abnormality found within any kingdom, any level, and any depth, if this is necessary and beneficial for humanity. Negative thoughts and negative suggestions have no influence over me at any level of the mind. The The following laws are to be considered when programming. You should do to others only what you like others to do to you. The solution must help to make this planet a better place to live. It must be best for everybody concerned. It must help at least 2 or more persons. It must be within the possibility area. The following principles apply to programming. Objective physical communication takes place in the beta left brain dimension using the objective physical senses. The hearing is used for perception and the voice is used for transmission. Subjective spiritual communication takes place at your center, the alpha right brain dimension, by using the spiritual senses. Visualization is used for perception and imagination is used for transmission. In the objective physical dimension, the past is behind us, the present is our present position, and the future is ahead of us. In the subjective spiritual dimension, the past is to your right, the present is centered straight ahead, and the future is to your left. We will now impress new information for your benefit, the mental screen. To locate your mental screen, begin with your eyes closed. Turn slightly upward from the horizontal plane of sight at an angle of approximately 20 degrees. The area that you perceive with your mind is your mental screen. Without using your eyelids as screens, sense your mental screen to be out, away from your body. To improve the use of your mental screen, project images or mental pictures onto the screen, especially images having color. Concentrate on mentally sensing and visualizing true color. We will now program effective sensory projection for your success. We will program information through the use of mental projection. We will establish subjective points of reference at the imaginative dimension, the subjective dimension, at different levels and depths. In a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 3 and cause a sound with my fingers. At that time, you will imagine yourself to be standing about 30 feet in front of your home. You will study the outer appearance of your home, scanning the scene. You will start at the top left of the scene and go from left to right just as you do when reading the page of a book. You will then go to the left side of the scene again, but a little lower than before. You will continue going a little lower each time until you reach the ground level. I will now count from 1 to 3 and cause a sound with my fingers so that you may imagine projecting yourself to the front of your home. 1, 2, 3. Project yourself mentally to the front of your home, standing about 30 feet from it. Begin scanning the scene at the upper left-hand corner, going slowly from left to right, lower each time, until you reach the ground level. You will go slowly and stop to study anything that attracts your intelligence while scanning, such as the roof, windows, window frames, doors. Study anything that attracts you. Begin by studying the roof of your home. What material is it made of? What color is it? Continue studying everything that attracts you until you reach the ground level. Concentrate on colors. Take your time. Study colors. Take your time. Study colors. Scan the ground level. Now focus your attention on the front door and concentrate on the doorknob or handle. Mentally move close to the door, close enough to touch the door handle. expect the door handle to appear to increase in size as you get closer. Mentally touch the doorknob or handle, open the door, mentally enter your home, closing the door behind you. Mentally walk towards your living room. Once you have entered your living room, stand at the center, facing any wall you choose. We will refer to this wall as the selected wall. You have been here before. You have been here during daylight hours. You've been here during nighttime, with the lights turned on and the lights turned off. I'm going to count from 1 to 3. At the count of 3, it will be daytime. 1, 2, 3. It is now daytime. You are standing at the center of your living room, facing the wall that you selected. You have been here before. You know how much light enters this room during the day, and you recognize what is in front of you, what is behind you. You know what is to your left, what is to your right. At the count of 3, we will change the scene to nighttime with the house lights turned on. 1, 2, 3. The scene has changed to nighttime, and you are still standing in the middle of the living room, facing the selected wall. You have been here before. You know what is in front of you, what is behind you, what is to your left, and what is to your right. At the count of 3, the lights will go out. 1, 2, 3. The lights are out, and you are standing in darkness facing the selected wall. Although the living room looks dark, you still know what is in front of you, what is behind you, what is to your left, and what is to your right. At this time, concentrate on the wall before you, the wall that you selected. You can sense it being a certain distance away, and you know what is on the wall. You also know the color of the wall. Use your memory, your knowing, your sensing to make a study of the wall that you selected. Scan this wall as you did the front of your home, beginning at the upper left corner and going from left to right, a little lower each time, until you reach the floor level. Study everything that attracts you. Pictures, curtains, and furniture. Especially, concentrate on objects that contain color. Take your time. Study colors. Take your time. Study colors. Now mentally walk towards the selected wall and stand close enough to touch it. At the count of 3, you will objectively raise your hand to touch the wall. 1, 2, 3. Objectively stretch out your arm, raise your hand, and with the palm of your hand, touch the wall. Use your imagination to sense the wall as being smooth or rough, cold or warm. Whatever you perceive with your imagination at this dimension, you can use as a point of reference in the future. At the count of 3, you will imagine projecting yourself subjectively within the wall. 1, 2, 3. You are now within the wall. You may return your hand to rest on your lap. At this time, we will conduct 4 tests subjectively. First, we will test for light intensity and color. Our second test is for temperature. The third test is for odor. And the fourth, for solidity of material by reflected sound. At the count of 3, we will test for light, its intensity and color. 1, 2, 3. Subjectively, test for light intensity and color. How much light do you sense? What color do you sense? Whatever you perceive with your imagination at this dimension, you can use as a point of reference in the future. At the count of 3, test for temperature. 1, 2, 3. Subjectively test for temperature. Is there a difference in temperature between the inside and the outside of the wall? Whatever you perceive with your imagination at this dimension, you can use as a point of reference in the future. At the count of 3, test for odor. 1, 2, 3. Subjectively test for odor. Is there a difference in odor between the inside and the outside of the wall? Whatever you perceive with your imagination at this dimension, you can use as a point of reference in the future. At the count of 3, test for solidity of material by knocking on the inside of the wall. 1, 2, 3. Objectively form a fist and knock on the inside of the subjective wall. Objectively go through the motions as you do when you knock on a door. What kind of sound would you expect to hear reflected back to you? How solid would you judge the material to be? Whatever you perceive with your imagination at this dimension, you can use as a point of reference in the future. At the count of 3, you will come out of the wall and be just a few inches away from it. 1, 2, 3. You are out of the wall, just a few inches away. Now at the count of 3, you will be at arm's length. 1, 2, 3. You are now at arm's length. At the count of 3, you will be at the center of your living room, facing the selected wall. 1, 2, 3. You are now at the center of your living room, facing the selected wall. You know the color of your living room wall. At the count of 3, the color of the wall will change to black. 1, 2, 3. The color of the wall is now black. You can get a true black color by imagining a painter with a can of black paint and a brush in his hand, painting the wall black and about to finish painting it. The selected wall is now all black. At the count of 3, it will be red. 1, 2, 3. It is now red. To get a true red color, again imagine the painter about to finish painting it red. At the count of 3, the wall will be green. 1, 2, 3. The wall is now green. Imagine it green. At the count of 3, the wall will be blue. 1, 2, 3. The wall is now blue. Imagine it blue. At the count of 3, the wall will be violet. 1, 2, 3. The wall is now violet. Imagine it violet. We will change the color back to blue, back to green, back to red, back to black. We will now mentally examine a chair, selecting any chair we wish. Mentally push it against the black wall. From your position in the center of the living room facing the selected wall, mentally lift the chair about 20 degrees above the horizontal plane of sight in the area of your mental screen. We will examine the chair, studying its material, the upholstery, if it is upholstered, and how it is attached to the chair, and the color of the chair. Now mentally turn the chair towards the left. Now away from you. Now towards the right. Now facing you. Whatever you perceive with your imagination at this dimension, you can use as a point of reference in the future. At the count of 3, the color of the wall will change to its actual color. 1, 2, 3. The wall is now its actual color. Again, study the chair. How does it stand out against the background? Whatever you perceive with your imagination at this dimension, you can use as a point of reference in the future. At the count of 3, the color of the wall will change to red. 1, 2, 3. The wall is now red. Study the chair. How does it stand out against a red background? Whatever you perceive with your imagination at this dimension, you can use as a point of reference in the future. At the count of 3, the color of the wall will change to green. 1, 2, 3. The wall is now green. Study the chair. How does it stand out against a green background? Whatever you perceive with your imagination at this dimension, you can use as a point of reference in the future. At the count of 3, the color of the wall will change to blue. 1, 2, 3. The wall is now blue. Study the chair. How does it stand out against a blue background? Whatever you perceive with your imagination at this dimension, you can use as a point of reference in the future. The color of the wall will now change back to green, back to red, back to the natural color, back to black. At the count of 3, the chair will disappear from the scene. 1, 2, 3. The chair has disappeared from the scene. The wall is now black. At the count of 3, we will mentally bring into the scene a watermelon. It will be up against the wall at the height where we have the chair. 1, 2, 3. Study the watermelon. Use your knowing, your memory, your sensing. Above all, use your imagination to study the watermelon. Observe how the green stands out against the black background. At the count of 3, the watermelon will be cut in half. 1, 2, 3. The watermelon is now cut in half, and you can visualize how the red portion of the watermelon, lined with black seeds, stands out against the white inner rind and the green of the outside. As you mentally bring the two halves slowly towards you, notice how they appear to increase in size. Examine the various colors, the red, the white, the black, and the green from only a few inches away. Now imagine the odor and taste of watermelon. Whatever you perceive with your imagination at this dimension, you can use as a point of reference in the future. At the count of 3, the watermelon will be near the wall. 1, 2, 3. The watermelon is now near the wall. At the count of 3, the two halves will come together. 1, 2, 3. Now at the count of 3, the watermelon will disappear from the scene. 1, 2, 3. The watermelon has disappeared from the scene. At the count of 3, a lemon will appear at the same level near the wall. 1, 2, 3. A lemon appears in a fluorescent yellow color that stands out against the black of the wall. Bring the lemon closer to you, noticing how it appears to increase in size as it approaches. Stop the approaching lemon when it is only a few inches away and examine its color. Now imagine the odor and taste of a lemon. Whatever you perceive with your imagination at this dimension, you can use as a point of reference in the future. At the count of 3, the lemon will be near the wall. 1, 2, 3. The lemon is now near the wall, a little higher than the horizontal level of sight. At the count of 3, the lemon will disappear from the scene. 1, 2, 3. The lemon has disappeared from the scene. At the count of 3, an orange will appear. 1, 2, 3. An orange has appeared on the scene. Observe the color at a distance. Now bring the orange closer, again observing the color. Now imagine the odor and taste of an orange. Whatever you perceive with your imagination at this dimension, you can use as a point of reference in the future. At the count of 3, the orange will be near the wall. 1, 2, 3. The orange is now near the wall. At the count of 3, the orange will disappear from the scene. 1, 2, 3. The orange has disappeared from the scene. At the count of 3, 3 bananas will appear. 1, 2, 3. 3 bananas have appeared. Study the color from far and near. Now imagine the odor and taste of bananas. Whatever you perceive with your imagination at this dimension, you can use as a point of reference in the future. At the count of 3, the bananas will be near the wall. 1, 2, 3. Now at the count of 3, the bananas will disappear from the scene. 1, 2, 3. The bananas have disappeared from the scene. At the count of 3, 3 carrots will appear. 1, 2, 3. 3 carrots have appeared. Study the color from far and near. Now imagine the odor and taste of carrots. Whatever you perceive with your imagination at this dimension, you can use as a point of reference in the future. At the count of 3, the carrots will be near the wall. 1, 2, 3. Now at the count of 3, the carrots will disappear from the scene. 1, 2, 3. The carrots have disappeared from the scene. At the count of 3, a fresh and crisp head of lettuce will appear. 1, 2, 3. A head of lettuce has appeared. Study the color from far. Now bring it closer and study the color from a distance of about 12 inches. Whatever you perceive with your imagination at this dimension, you can use as a point of reference in the future. At the count of 3, the head of lettuce will be near the wall. 1, 2, 3. Now at the count of 3, the head of lettuce will disappear from the scene. 1, 2, 3. The head of lettuce has disappeared from the scene. Whatever you perceive with your imagination at this dimension, you can use as a point of reference in the future. It is now an accomplished fact that subjective points of reference have been established at the imaginative dimension, at the subjective dimension, at different levels and different depths. To function at these levels and to use these points of reference, all you need is to have a sincere desire to solve problems. Programming a technique, the mental video technique that you can use for problem solving. Whenever you desire to use the mental video technique, proceed in the following manner. At beta, with your eyes open, mentally create with visualization a mental video of a problem or the existing situation. Include everything that belongs to the animate matter kingdom. Animate matter means everything that contains life. After you've completed the mental video of the problem, use visualization to review it at beta with your eyes closed. Later, when you are in bed and ready to go to sleep, go to your center, the 3-to-1 method. Once you are at your center, review the mental video that you created of the problem or the existing situation when you were at beta level. After you have reviewed the problem, mentally convert the problem into a project, then create with imagination a mental video of the solution. The mental video of the solution should contain a step-by-step procedure of how you desire the project to be resolved. After both of the mental videos have been completed, go to sleep with the intention of delivering the mental video to your tutor while you sleep. Take for granted that the delivery will be made. During the next 3 days, look for indications that point to the solution. Every time you think of the project, think of the solution that you created in the mental video in a past tense sense. You've practiced entering deep, healthy levels of mind. In your next session, you will enter a deeper, healthier level of mind, faster and easier than this time. Every time you function at these levels of the mind and at these points of reference, you'll receive beneficial effects physically and mentally. You may use these levels of the mind and these points of reference to help yourself physically and mentally. You may use these levels of the mind and these points of reference to help your loved ones physically and mentally. You may use these levels of the mind and these points of reference to help any human being who needs help, physically and mentally. You will never use these levels of the mind or these points of reference to harm any human being. If this be your intention, you will not be able to function within these levels of the mind, nor will you be able to use these points of reference. You will always use these levels of the mind and these points of reference in a constructive, creative manner for all that is good, honest, pure, clean, and positive. And this is so. You will continue to strive to take part in constructive and creative activities to make this a better world to live in, so that when we move on, we shall have left behind a better world for those who follow. You will consider the whole of humanity depending on their ages as fathers or mothers, brothers or sisters, sons or daughters. You are a superior human being. You have greater understanding, compassion, and patience with others. In a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 5 and cause a sound with my fingers. At that moment, you will open your eyes, be wide awake, feeling fine and in perfect health, feeling better than before. You will have no ill effects whatsoever in your head, no headache, no ill effects whatsoever in your hearing, no buzzing in your ears, no ill effects whatsoever in your vision and eyesight. Vision, eyesight, and hearing improve every time you function at these levels of mind. 1, 2, coming out slowly now. 3. At the count of 5, you will open your eyes, be wide awake, feeling fine and in perfect health, feeling better than before. Feeling the way you feel when you have slept the right amount of revitalizing, refreshing, relaxing, healthy, wonderful sleep. 4, 5. Eyes open, wide awake, feeling fine and in perfect health, feeling better than before. This concludes the projection to home exercise.